It is said that nuclear weapons have made wars too horrible to contemplate. Yet every nation on earth feels, in helpless terror, that such a war might come. The overwhelming majority of mankind, the people who die on the battlefields or starve and perish among the ruins, do not want war. They never wanted it. Yet wars have kept erupting throughout the centuries, like a long trail of blood underscoring mankind's history. Men are afraid that war might come because they know consciously or subconsciously that they have never rejected the doctrine which causes wars, which has caused the wars of the past and can do it again, the doctrine that it is right or practical or necessary for men to achieve their goals by means of physical force, by initiating the use of force against other men, and that some sort of good can justify it. It is the doctrine that force is a proper or unavoidable part of human existence and human societies. Observe one of the ugliest characteristics of today's world, the mixture of frantic war preparations with hysterical peace propaganda, and the fact that both come from the same source, from the same political philosophy. The bankrupt yet still dominant political philosophy of our age is statism. Observe the nature of today's alleged peace movements. Professing love and concern for the survival of mankind, they keep screaming that the nuclear weapons race should be stopped, that armed force should be abolished as a means of settling disputes among nations, and that war should be outlawed in the name of humanity. Yet these same peace movements do not oppose dictatorships. The political views of their members range through all shades of the statist spectrum, from welfare statism to socialism to fascism to communism. This means that they are opposed to the use of coercion by one nation against another, but not by the government of a nation against its own citizens. It means that they are opposed to the use of force against armed adversaries, but not against the disarmed. Consider the plunder, the destruction, the starvation, the brutality, the slave labor camps, the torture chambers, the wholesale slaughter perpetrated by dictatorships. Yet this is what today's alleged peace lovers are willing to advocate or tolerate in the name of love for humanity. It is obvious that the ideological root of statism or collectivism is the tribal premise of primordial savages who, unable to conceive of individual rights, believed that the tribe is a supreme omnipotent ruler, that it owns the lives of its members and may sacrifice them whenever it pleases to whatever it deems to be its own good. Unable to conceive of any social principles save the rule of brute force, they believed that the tribe's wishes are limited only by its physical power, and that other tribes are its natural prey to be conquered, looted, enslaved, or annihilated. The history of all primitive peoples is a succession of tribal wars and intertribal slaughter. That this savage ideology now rules nations armed with nuclear weapons should give pause to anyone concerned with mankind's survival.